Swadika, and thank you for joining us for the midday edition of NBT World Brief right here on NBT and NBT World. You're with me, Tra Tirakawasan. Flood conditions in Hat Yai, Songkhla have slightly improved in several outer areas, but inner zones, especially Zone 8, remain severely inundated and blocked by strong currents, making rescue operations extremely difficult. Floodwaters in Hat Yai's outer districts, including areas around Lopburi, Ramet Road and the Big C intersection, have started to recede. However, inner city neighborhoods remain in crisis. Zone 8 is still heavily flooded, with strong currents preventing rescue teams from accessing multiple low-lying streets. Travel conditions have slightly improved overall, but continuous monitoring is required. At the Kalhong intersection, water levels have dropped enough for small vehicles to pass, allowing rescue agencies, including military units from Infantry Regiment 5, Battalion 1, Protecting and Emergency Rescue Foundation, provincial rescue teams, Surat Thani Provincial Administration Organization, private groups and boat volunteers to intensify evacuations using high-clearance trucks, flat-bottom boats, and jet skis. Elderly residents, bedridden patients, and vulnerable groups are being moved to evacuation centers at Prince of Songkhla University. Food and water are being delivered to people still trapped in high-rise buildings. In central areas such as Petkasem Road, water remains swift and boats cannot safely enter. The 42nd Military Circle has deployed helicopters to drop supplies at Hat Yai Hospital. Rescue workers near Diana Mall on Puwanat Road said deep water and strong currents have made operations extremely difficult, with submerged obstacles like unseen parked cars posing risks to boat propellers. They added that although many people have been evacuated, this is one of the most severe floods they have ever faced and the toughest mission they have carried out in this area. Protecting Foundation has also set up a Royal Emergency Kitchen at Koknao Temple, supported by more than 200 personnel and over 37 boats, while volunteer groups call urgently for drinking water, food, and halal ingredients to support evacuees and those still stranded. As of 6 a.m. this morning, flooding remains in 9 provinces across 105 districts, 708 sub-districts, and 5,243 villages, affecting 1,078,617 households, or 2,953,206 people. The death toll has risen to 25, including 6 in Nakhon Si Thammarat, 3 in Pattani, 2 in Yala, 2 in Pathalung, 8 in Songkhla, and 4 in Narathiwat. The Center for Water Management in Natural Disaster Situations is intensifying efforts to consolidate and verify flood-related reports in Hat Yai, Songkhla Province, enabling rescue teams to reach affected communities more accurately and efficiently. Now, the center has also opened 9 evacuation shelters to support more than 77,000 displaced residents. The Center for Water Management in Natural Disaster Situations is streamlining data management to enhance assistance for flood-affected communities in Hat Yai. Minister attached to the Prime Minister's office and the center's director, Paradon Prisananantakun, said authorities are now systematically processing incoming reports. Information is collected through multiple channels, including hotlines 1784 and 1111. As well as the chitasa.care platform, before being screened to prioritize urgent cases. Local administrative organizations have also been instructed to survey the number of affected residents to ensure aid reaches those stranded as quickly as possible. The center has categorized needs into 2 urgency levels: red for those requiring immediate evacuation, such as hospital-bound patients, severe cases, the elderly, and young children, and yellow for those still able to remain in their homes but lacking food or essential supplies.
เมื่อศูนย์นี้ได้ข้อมูลแล้วเราก็จะรู้ครับว่าจะต้องประสานงานกับใครแล้วก็จะส่งข้อมูลสีเขียวขออภัยสีเหลืองกับสีแดงไปให้ศูนย์บัญชาการส่วนหน้าในแต่ละโซนให้เขารับผิดชอบขณะนี้กำลังติดต่อในส่วนของโดรนเพิ่มเติมสำหรับกองทัพอากาศหรือกองทัพบกถ้ามีโดรนที่สามารถที่จะขนของไปช่วยผู้ประสบภัยได้ก็จะต้องใช้ทุกวิธีทางเพื่อที่จะเข้าไปให้ถึงตัวพี่น้องประชาชนให้ได้มากและเร็วที่สุดนะครับ
Minister Paradon added that preventative measures are underway in Satun and Patalung province to avoid a repeat of Hat Yai's situation. Provincial governors and MPs have been asked to inform residents to evacuate early where possible, as designated shelters in both provinces are already prepared. The Ministry of Digital Economy and Society, or MDES, has activated a war room and coordinated with public and private network providers to restore and strengthen communications for flood-affected communities, ensuring residents and rescue teams can stay connected across all networks. The Ministry of Digital Economy and Society has launched comprehensive communication support measures to ensure flood victims can reliably access mobile and internet services. Minister of Digital Economy and Society Chaichanok Chichob said a war room has been set up to monitor weather, water levels, and telecom systems 24 hours a day, integrating data from the Meteorological Department, National Statistical Office, and the Hydroinformatics Institute. The ministry is working with the National Broadcasting and Telecommunications Commission, or NBTC, and all mobile operators to boost signal strength so residents can connect without network restrictions. Network infrastructure with issues is being rerouted to active nodes, and communication systems are being installed in evacuation centers. State Enterprise NT is deploying DTRS mobile units, and drone volunteers are assisting with search missions and delivery of supplies. Thailand Post is supporting logistics to speed up delivery of essential goods. The ministry also coordinated with Line Thailand, which activated Line Alert and opened the Hat Yai Flood Coordination open chat for people to submit locations and number of affected persons. Additionally, cooperation with SpaceX has been secured to deploy Starlink satellite internet for emergency operations. The MBTC will issue import permits once the Prime Minister or authorized officials sign approval, with usage limited to declared emergency zones. The Commerce Ministry has activated a central war room to coordinate nationwide support for flood-hit southern provinces, ensuring essential goods reach even the hardest to access communities. The War Room, led by the Department of Internal Trade, now monitors conditions hour by hour, connecting real-time information from provincial commerce offices and all relevant agencies. Commerce Minister Supaji Suthampan says its role is to quickly assess damage, respond to urgent needs, and ensure that assistance is delivered accurately and without delay. Officials are holding continuous briefings to track transportation routes, evaluate access to high-risk areas, plan stockpiles, and determine district-specific needs. The goal, according to the Commerce Minister, is precise and rapid support. The ministry has rolled out 4 urgent measures. The first one is to coordinate with shelters to supply food ingredients and essential items for cooking, ensuring adequate support for evacuees. Second is to work with manufacturers, modern trade retailers, and the Egg Association to replenish essential goods, consumer goods in high demand and hard-to-reach areas. And third is to prepare relief kits for districts where water levels are beginning to recede, helping households, small vendors, and micro businesses return to normal operations as quickly as possible. And lastly, to organize blue flag discount markets after the floods, prioritizing affordable cleaning supplies and low-cost daily necessities to ease the financial burden on families during early recovery. The Commerce Minister emphasized that the Ministry of Commerce will continue to work closely with local authorities, monitor conditions day by day, and adjust measures as needed to ensure timely and effective assistance for both residents and businesses. The government is stepping up efforts to assist thousands of foreign tourists stranded by severe flooding in the south with a special focus on Malaysian visitors. Foreign Affairs spokesperson Nikondet Palangkun says initial reports indicate around 4,200 Malaysian tourists are currently stranded due to widespread flooding. He says the ministry is coordinating closely with agencies in both Thailand and Malaysia to facilitate evacuations and ensure safe travel home once conditions allow. At the same time, the Ministry of Tourism and Sports has teamed up with Hat Yai City Municipality to establish a 24-hour tourist assistance command center. The center is serving as a hub for information, coordination, and emergency support for all foreign visitors in the affected areas. Authorities say both ministries will continue working together to ensure stranded tourists receive timely assistance until the situation improves. And that wraps up our midday edition of NBT World Brief. Stay updated with the latest flood situation and other developments right here on NBT and NBT World. And for more stories, simply scan the QR code on your screen to access our full coverage across all media platforms. Until next time, สวัสดีค่ะ